What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me, but I just got home off of an early morning flight, right? First thing through the door, I want to see my family. I love my family. You know, I'm a family man. I'm an advocate for families, right? Second thing, I got to get that hot shower because I got to throw the threads on. The threads make me feel like $1,000,000, but the third thing through my mind and all throughout the trip is that I got to have that Tate pack. Tate makes my life uncomplicated. It's uncomplicated skincare for men. The first way that I started specifically was their level 1 system. It's a daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. Here's the thing. My favorite part about Tate Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really making the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin for men uncomplicated. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tate Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, you can pause and cancel at any time, and you get free shipping. And because Tate Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal, right? Just click the first link in the description and you get 30% off your first box, plus a free gift. It's an amazing deal. You got to get started today. You're not out here trying to look like a dusty. And if you travel as much as I do, which I'm sure most people don't, but you know me, I'm pushing my bag chasers in order to be in the top 5%, top 10%, top 1%. We got to make our lives uncomplicated, and Tate Hanley is no better product. You got to look good. You got to smell good. And you can't be looking like a dusty. Make sure you get started today. Click the link in the description. Get that Tate pack. Feel the Tate, my friends. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for tuning into the Millionaire Morning Show. I am your host, Anton from AntonDaniels.com. It is Monday, April 3rd, 2023, year of our Lord, and I think it's going to be an awesome, incredible weekend. I got news for y'all. I slept about 6 whole hours last night. I thought that it was an incredible time. An incredible night, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So shout out to the bag chasers. Shout out to all of the new Patreon members. We had a number of signups on the first and the second. We had a record number of signups on the first and the second. I've seen more signups for the Patreon over the last week and a half than I've seen since I've had the Patreon and the bag chasers. I've seen more signups for the Patreon over the last week and a half than I've ever seen since I've opened up the Patreon. I see Kevin Sloan is in the building, Classy Beats. It's a lot of people that hit me up and said, yo, Anton, I just signed up to the Patreon. Also, I've seen bigger numbers as far as my subscriber count over here on the Millionaire Morning Show. Jay Benji said he signed up last night. AP, I see you. I'm about to start getting to the super chats. I see y'all. I'm looking at y'all on the 85-inch over there. Shout out to the Blog Fathers Paranormal. JS, the listing agent, said I signed up last night. Hermes Addict, I seen your comment. Says I signed up. Hermes, I seen your comment. You said, I'm gonna speak to you, Hermes. Hermes, I'm about to speak to you. I got some words that I want to share with you based off of your comment. See, I check out my people based off of your comment that you just left on my video that I dropped on the Anton Daniels channel. But we got to get the housekeeping out of the way before we get cooking because I have some choice words for you guys. First and foremost, make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I am dropping today the actual official post for the May 6th. Let me just double check that date. I think it's May 6th that we're doing our Patreon meetup. A lot of people hit me up and they said, Anton, I want you to give me May 6th. Saturday, May 6th, we will be doing a Patreon meetup. I am going to drop the official post in the Patreon after the show, probably roughly a half hour to 45 minutes after the show ends. And so we're going to do the official Patreon meetup. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be incredible. And I think that you guys are going to absolutely love it. I'm going to switch it up this weekend. I'm going to switch it. Well, not this weekend, the weekend that I do it. Usually when I did Patreon meetups, I would do a specific location. So we would take over a whole hotel bar or something like that. And it would be at the hotel that I'm staying in and stuff like that. I think I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. And so it is not available to the general public. It will not be available to the general public because anybody that's been to any one of my meetups, we did the whole freaking United States. We did New York. We did New Year's Eve in Miami. We did Houston. We did Atlanta. We did Las Vegas. We did Los Angeles. We did DC. We was all over the map last year. So anybody that's ever been to any of my meetups, you know what we do. You know how we do it. You know how vibey it is. We did Detroit. My home city, you know how awesome it is. And we don't have any kind of dusties. It's all good energy. Everybody be looking nice, smelling good. Breaths be smelling good. And we kick it. We have drinks. We have a good time. We party. I party with y'all till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And when we was in New York, when we was in LA, we shot out and we went and got pizza afterwards. And we stayed together until the sun came up. As Riel says, the meetups are fire. If you can make it, you'll love it. So, I'm not one of these hidden content creators. I'm a person that actually kick it with y'all in person. But we get it. We have a great time. So if you're interested in catching all of the exclusive interviews, I just dropped an exclusive interview over the weekend. If you're interested in the mastermind sessions, the webinars, the videos, the Patreon meetups, the link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat for you to be able to tap in. And I would encourage you to do so if you decide to go with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in and not just based off of the color of their skin, because we have people from all nationalities that roll with us. We got white women, black women, Asian women, Latino, Hispanic, all across the board. And I will be damned if I ever alienate any of the people that rock with me, no matter what color or nationality that you are, because if you rolling in the direction that I'm rolling in, we rolling together. If you rolling in the direction that we rolling in, we rolling together. I'd be damned if I alienate any of my people for y'all, for these fucking people. Let's get into that. Well, let me get one more piece of housekeeping out of the way. Kobe said he watched Family Man. For those of y'all that did the homework and watched Family Man, it's an incredible movie, and I'm glad that you watched it because we're going to go over that. We're going to literally go over a little bit of that right now in the morning. But Q show, I call it the Q show. I feel like I need to get a better name for it, but we call it the Q show. Q live streams on the Anton Daniels channel when she puts on an incredible show. I mean, an incredible show. Over the last 2 weeks, she's literally taken over my channel. As far as that live stream, we live stream at 10 p.m. Eastern. She has an incredible lineup of people coming on the panel tonight. And last week, she did the biggest numbers. Last Monday, she did the biggest numbers that we've ever done on a Monday night live stream. She did over 20,000 views. Over 20,000 views for her solo rocking. I mean, listen, I'm telling y'all, it is the best. It is the best live stream on a Monday night that you can get with. So you definitely want to tune in to the Q show. She has a diverse group of panelists talking about diverse topics that's really meaningful and grown folks topic, as well as she get a little messy. She bring people up from the audience. She do what she do. I mean, she is an incredible host. So she will be doing the Q show tonight on the Anton Daniels channel. Make sure y'all tap into that and rock out with it. It is incredible. Just her second weekend, she did big numbers. So shout out to her. I think that she's gorgeous. She's wonderful. She's beautiful. She's articulate. And more importantly, she's loyal. And so we pushing Q. We rocking with her, and she's going to be a talent in the future. I think that she's going to be a star. Let me read some of these super chats. I got some of my first super chats popping off in here, and I'm going to be reading them throughout the show. Officer Reacts says, my watch costs more than your daughter. Anton Daniels this weekend. You never know. Y'all got to make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel and got your notifications on, because I went live on Saturday on the Millionaire Morning Show, impromptu, me and Pearl. and I dropped some jewels, and so that was incredible. Shout out to Officer Reacts. I appreciate you for the fireball. Also, let me give a shout out to AP 1804 is in the building. Says Anton, what's good, bro? I can't believe that 6 ain't rocking with you anymore. Character is way more important than being black. May God bless you. I don't have anything bad to say about 6. I think that, I mean, it is what it is, and I'd rather it happen now than later. I don't look at situations, to answer your question, AP. I don't look at fallouts or issues or anything like that. I don't look at any of that as a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm reading all super chats. Don't worry. I'll get to you, Mock McKenzie. Thank you for the 2-ball. I don't look at that as a problem because I think that everybody got a season. I think that everything has a season. Sometimes you grow out of that season and you move into other things. She's going in her direction. She's going to be fine. I'm growing in my own direction. I'm going to be fine. But more importantly, I think that it's good to be able to find out where y'all are going earlier than later, because if you foster a friendship or you build with somebody and then, you know, it goes south much later, I'd rather not be that much more invested in it than not. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. We're not tripping. Keep it moving. I mean, let's get it rocking. Shout out to y'all though. Let me also read a couple more super chats. I'll read all super chats. Mac McKenzie says, fake millionaire clown Kwame Brown made you. When did I ever do anything with Kwame Brown? For those of you that are a part of the Patreon, you're more than welcome to go check out my W-2s. You're more than welcome to go check out my bank accounts and my brokerage accounts. It's all there. And I'm also going to be taking you guys on a journey for the new house that I build. I think it's only going to take me like 2.5, 3 months based off of getting all of the quotes, the contractors. I'm going to show you all the process. This is the first house that I'm building from scratch instead of buying them turnkey. I have no debt whatsoever, and we have all assets because we don't keep anything in cash. But you guys will be able to take that journey because I'm documenting the journey along the way. So you're more than welcome to be able to tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Thank you, Mock McKenzie. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Kobe says, I worked with a dude at the dealership just like Jack and Family Man. Taught me everything I know about sales. If y'all have not seen it, make sure that y'all go and check out Family Man. Please watch that movie because I think I'm going to do a breakdown of it. Maybe over the weekend. I might do a breakdown of it, something like that. Somebody said, is it only going to take you 3 months to build a crib? Yeah, it's only going to take me 3 months. So I got a contractor. Well, not a contractor. I have a manager, a general manager that's also an architect that's overseeing the project. Thank you, Kobe. I appreciate you for the fireball, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. So if y'all not a part of the Patreon, make sure y'all tap in. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let's get into the show, y'all, because I got a lot of good things lined up for y'all. The likes is a little low, but I'm expecting for that to go up throughout the show. I love these people. Hey, do not boot people and do not block them unless they say something completely disrespectful in the chat. Let them stick around. A lot of y'all found me because y'all didn't necessarily like me right away. And then you wind up liking me later and then rocking out and then joining the Patreon and becoming a bag chaser. So don't kick people out just because they feel a certain type of way. Let them get their mad energy off too. We rock with it. Let me tell you something. Let me give you my little monologue before we get going, because I was thinking about this on my way as I was walking to the office this morning. And a lot of men, it's not even so much the women. Shout out to my dog DDS. It's not even so much the women, but a lot of men has become incredibly feminine nowadays. I swear to God, it seemed like, I'm going to read super chats throughout the day. It's almost like they didn't have a father, or if they did, they had a very feminine father when they was growing up, or a father that wasn't a strong man. Sabrina, yes, I'm switching to Build the Biz. Well, I'll tell you about it in the Patreon. I'm going to give a full update when I drop the updates with regard to the meetup. Shout out to you, Sabrina B. I'm telling you, it's like they didn't grow up with, but I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you the context, right? So y'all know we do Fight Club. overnight on the weekends. And so when I woke up this morning, and I don't really listen to music that much. So when I was listening to Fight Club this morning, and then I jumped on the panel, I heard that same old conversation about acknowledging me, why people ain't acknowledging my contributions, reparations, our ancestors, IPs, white people, systematic oppression, victim Olympics bullshit. You know what it is. What up, though, Rita? How you feel? Rita just walked in. It was the same thing. Right? And I did a live stream last week where I did a segment where I was breaking down why women make less than men. No, this is not a Fiji ad. Let me turn this to the side. This is just water. I did a breakdown of why women make less than men. Last week, I clipped it up. It's on the Millionaire Morning Show, the whole 9 yards. It's under the business section on the channel. Go back and watch it. And if you read Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, which I recommend for most people, what you'll find is that women are a lot more effeminate, and they're a lot more agreeable and nurturing. And so what happens is women are just happy to be there, but then they grow disgruntled, which is one of the reasons why you start to see, thank you, I'm going to be reading super chats throughout the show, which is one of the reasons you start to see them say, yo, I want to see equal pay for equal work. What you don't realize is that you get what you negotiate, not what it is that you think that you deserve. I also see women do things like say, I deserve a good man. That's what they say. Let's put this whole contract thing to rest. They say that I deserve a good man. And then you know what we say? Why do you deserve a good man? Or if they decide to rock out with a dude that already got 3 baby fathers and they become, or 3 baby mamas, and then they marry him and become the 4th baby mama, and then she leave him, we still hold women accountable and say, but you picked them. We give no passes in 2023 and going forward for women making bad decisions for who it is that they decide to sleep with, have kids with, or who it is that they decide to work for. If you decide that you don't want to have a family and you want to become a modern woman, then men hold women accountable for then coming back after it is that they hit the wall and say, but you chose your career over your family, so eat that shit. If a man divorces her or if he sleeps with her and he never marries her, we say you're not entitled to half. As a matter of fact, we'll go so far as to say that if you are married and you didn't get a prenuptial agreement, men will fight and say family court laws, which I largely agree with, are egregious because they're based off of a time in which women didn't have the same rights or the ability to work as much as men. And we hold women accountable for taking half of a man's stuff because we don't feel like she was shooting in the gym, even if she was with him for an extended period of time in a marriage. But then I turn around and I see the hypocrisy, and I see grown men coming on panels in the comments, making comments and having conversations about what the fuck they think is fair and why they feel like they're being colonized. I mean, these are grown men talking about being colonized by a white woman. In the comments, holding me accountable because I say you get what you negotiate, not what it is that you think that you deserve. We tell women all day, every day, you don't deserve a good man because you don't have one. I specifically say on a regular basis, listen, I don't believe that God should give you a good man just because you prayed for him in church. Why would he do that to him and you a piece of shit? See, the one thing about me And the two things is for sure is that I'm an equal accountability partner across the board. I don't give a fuck if you're a woman, man, white, black, all the way. If you do some good, then you get good compliments. If you do bad, then I got smoke for you. But the thing that I'm talking about here is, why should anybody give you anything? I do good business because I'm just a person that got it out the mud, so I understand it on both sides. I understand that me incentivizing you to do the thing that's in your own best interest may not necessarily be as a reflection of your negotiation skills, but just because I'm a nice fucking person. I'm willing to take the loss to bet on you. Now, you may turn around and fuck over me, and I might not make no money at all, but you still got your money, and so you say nice things about me and say, Anton, oh man, he does good business or whatever, so on and so forth, but you're not giving me my fucking money back. But guess what? I don't cry about it, because that is the risk and a gamble and the way in which I've structured my business, in which I always take care of my people and I always make sure that they're overpaid, because I've been so blessed to make a lot of money outside of content creation and YouTube. So I'm largely willing to invest a lot of that money that I've had outside of it into the platform, because I see the long-term vision in content creation. But it does not excuse you from negotiating what it is that you're supposed to have if you believe that you deserve it. And if not, then walk the fuck away and take nothing. Which is why men make more money than women in corporate America. They're willing to say no, they're willing to walk away, but they're also willing to put in the work to build it on the other side of the conversation. I'm a Jay-Z guy. I'm not a Dame Dash guy. And I love the line, my favorite line of all time that Jay said. He said, listen, so these niggas made me, then make another me. Or make yourself. If you so great, then do it 2 times or do it 3 times or make another me. And then people get mad at Jay and then say, but he's supposed to still be taking care of a grown fucking man when he got a whole wife, kid, own companies and all of that other type of stuff. Let's just call it what it is. He benefited. It was a great partnership. When their time was up, he moved on. Now make another me. We tell women you get what you negotiate. You own what it is that you made your bed in. Sleep in that bed because your baby daddy left you because you picked him. But now we're supposed to have sympathy for grown men that don't know how to negotiate or don't understand things from a business perspective, when you one Google search away or you one Patreon video away from being able to understand it for yourself. I have no sympathy for you. I have no sympathy for anybody. You get what you deserve. Wherever it is that you are in life, that's your bed, sleep in it. I don't care where you were born. I don't care where you come from. I see immigrants coming over here every day from third world countries, outworking you, outpacing you, and making you look bad. I don't care about your reparations. Listen, I don't care if you ever get it. As a matter of fact, I'm advocating against it because it's going to fuck up my dollar and make inflation go out of control. And so I don't want them to pay you. I don't want you to have nothing. Don't give these motherfuckers nothing. As a matter of fact, not only do I not want you to get nothing from reparations, I think that they should tax you for breathing. Tax you for breathing this good old air that we working so hard and paying our tax dollars for in order to be able to make sure that you got this good old air and this good old water. It's people in Detroit. Shout out to my dog, Steph is cold. I'm reading super chats in a minute. It's people in Detroit right now that say that they deserve water. They deserve clean water even if they don't pay for it. Says who? Back in the day, they had to go all the way over into the river and dig wells and filter the system themselves in order to make sure that all of their people in their village had clean water. Who said you deserved anything? Listen, I hope they don't give you a fucking dime. Now, as a matter of fact, if they create a I'm against reparations committee, I'm going to be the first person to sign up and donate to it. You don't deserve nothing. You get what you negotiate. When did we start making weak men? What did your father tell you when you grew up? He told you that you deserve to have a good woman, or did he say you eat what you kill? You eat what you fucking kill. I went into the negotiation. First of all, I put my time in. I mastered my craft. I put my 10,000 hours in. And then when the opportunity presented itself and they said, Anton, I want you to come and work for this company, I said, nah, I'm good. And they said, listen, we can't not have you work for the company, so we gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse. And then we went into the negotiating table. I didn't sit there and complain about it. I'm not whining about it. You motherfuckers sit there and whine. Y'all don't whine to YouTube. Hey, hold YouTube accountable for taking all of your fucking money and taking the lion's share of whatever your percentages are. How come y'all not holding YouTube accountable? No, if YouTube kicked you off today, you gonna sit here and cry like a baby and advocate and beg your master to be able to give you your channel back. You ain't said nothing about the 30% that YouTube is taking and their haircut. No, you gonna abide by the fucking rules and you gonna do what you gonna do, or you can go and create your own platform, or you can go and jump on another platform. But nobody sat here and told you that you had to be on YouTube. You don't deserve anything. You eat what you kill. I'll be goddamned if I create a company, put my own money into it, build it up, and then a motherfucker gonna come in there and tell me how it is that I'm supposed to run my shit. My wife just walked in here. She can't tell me how to run my household. I'll take what she's saying into consideration. I'll listen to her, but I'll be goddamned if anybody comes into the place that I've built and tell me how it is that I'm supposed to run my shit. That go for anybody. That go for these blackity blacks. That go for women. That go for men. That go for all of them across the board. I don't give a fuck. Not even a little bit. When I was 5 years old, my earliest memory is me coming down the steps with an army machine gun, a toy plastic gun, and my grandmother said, Anton, don't you shoot me with that gun. Anton, I'll call her right now. Anton, don't you shoot me with that gun. Anton, don't you shoot me with that toy machine gun. And you know what I did? And I got a whooping for it. I got a whooping for it. I got a whooping for it. And I was willing to take that L. And you know what I did the next day? I came down the steps with my machine gun, and they said, this boy just going to keep on shooting, ain't he? This boy going to keep shooting us with this machine gun, ain't he? Oh, she's sick? Okay. She just got back in town, didn't she? Really? Dang. Came right back down the next day with the machine gun. When I was growing up, they said Anton is a rebel. Yeah, she just texted me and said she said she on the phone. She'll call me back. When I was young, they said Anton is the rebel of the family. They said that I was the rebel of the family. Dog, listen, I had a great family. And I decided to walk my own way because I had outgrown the season that was my family. If I'm willing to walk away from my phenomenal family in order to do the thing that I feel like is purposeful for me, what makes you think I give a flying fuck about an avatar that got a letter on it on the internet in the comments saying that what I'm supposed to do and what code I'm supposed to be on? Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck your family, fuck everything you stand for, and fuck your own code too. I got my own family, I got my own tribe, and they call it the Bag Chasers. I got my own wife, I got my own daughter, I got my own money, and I got my own platform. Do something about it. Do something about it. I got my own church members. I got my own everything. I ain't never asked a nigga for nothing. Do something about it. The only thing I say is be willing to do something, be willing to take the repercussions that come along with it, because I'm not one to sit idly by. Just you got freedom to do whatever you want to do. You got freedom to do whatever you want to do. Just be willing to deal with whatever come along with it. That's all I'm saying. You have no control over me. Nobody can control me. Nobody can control me. I am my own entity. I am my own tank. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. And if I decide that that's what I want to do, it ain't nothing that you can do about it except try to stop me. Just be willing to get that dough banged on. That's it. That's the end of the discussion. You get what you earn. You eat what you kill. Don't nobody owe you nothing at all. At all. Nobody cares about your feelings. They only care about the results. What are we talking about? They can't even control whether or not they can even live in a place that they living in right now. They begging the government to forgive their student loans. They ain't got no power. You ain't got no power. You ain't got no power. You vote in the interest of somebody trying to forgive you for something that you did to yourself. You ain't got no power. You can't even control your own baby mama. You can't say nothing to me. You ain't got no power. You crying on YouTube and your baby mama just kicked you out the house, my nigga. You ain't got no power. You have no control over your own well-being. You can't even get your own son on the weekends without the judge telling you what you should and shouldn't do. You ain't got no power. You can't even decide whether or not you can't even call off of work tomorrow, my nigga. You have zero control over your own life. If I were you, I would spend more time focused on fixing me than trying to tell somebody else what to do. You have no control. You can't even control whether or not you can breathe tomorrow. If somebody decided that you can't breathe no more, that's it. You can't protect yourself. You can't protect your child. You can't control your baby mama. Your daddy don't like you. Your mama hates you. Your community abandoned you. You can't even control whether or not you don't know nothing. You don't have car insurance. You driving illegally. Your license is suspended. They got a warrant out for your arrest. If we knew your real name right now, we could get you arrested and you wouldn't even have no control over your own freedom. You have no control. You have debt. It's people coming after you for your student loans. You asking Biden for forgiveness in the federal government. You can't even get your own woman in your own household to do what she's supposed to do because she out here fucking somebody else and you don't even know it. You don't even have enough money to be able to quit your job tomorrow, and you're sitting here telling me what it is that I'm supposed to do, and I'm rich as fuck. Verified. Receipts inside of the Patreon. All of the white people that y'all afraid of, they're my tenants. Rita, all of my tenants, what color are they? What did they just do this morning? They just paid their rent? Let me show you. Let me show you. It's the 3rd of the month. And I got all of my rent payments ASAP. All of them. Had them in this morning. Venmos. Everybody paid through Venmo. They all paid their rent this morning. They all paid their rent this morning. They all paid their rent this morning. Let me cover her name up. Shout out to my good white people. Shout out to my good white folks that's paying their rent on time. You know, white people, they pay their rent on time. White people pay their rent on time. All of them. All of them pay their rent on time. I'm telling you. White people pay their rent on time. All of them paid their rent on time. Every last one of them paid their rent on time. I don't pay them. They pay me. It's a difference. I don't pay them. They pay me. Pay your rent, my nigga. Pay your rent before you, before anybody ever say got any smoke for me, before anybody have any more smoke for me, make sure that your rent is paid on time. Before anybody has any smoke for me, make sure your rent is paid on time and you got car insurance and you got life insurance so we don't have to get a GoFundMe when it's your time. If you don't have your rent paid on time, if you don't have life insurance, and if you don't have car insurance to be able to get you to and from the job that you got to go enslave to that white man to, don't say shit to me at all. Once you do that, then we can go ahead and take care of business. All right? Okay, Pumpkin? Now let's put this to rest. Let's be done with this. Because I'm feeling real petty this morning. I'm feeling real petty LaBelle. I got a whole show lined up for y'all. Let me get to the super chats. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog. Steph is cold in the building. I think that Steph is the king. I love these young dudes getting to it. You know what Steph say? Outside of them sweet watery guts. Every single post, this dude just be getting to it. Running the bag up, getting to it. I be seeing him jumping in new cars. He be jumping in that new Hellcat, that blue joint that he got over there. I said, I love that, my nigga. I don't have nothing to say but love to Steph. I say, yo, Steph, I love what you got going on over there, my dog. Anything you need, you let me know. All right, OG. All right, OG. Man, listen, I look up to you. All love. All love. Shout out to my dog, Steph. I love what you got going over there, my G. I love what you're doing, man. Greatness. Shout out to Lamar Black Attack says, keep up the good work. Your loyalty is your ace in the hole. Keep being you. Forever. Forever. Shout out to you. Cash Flow Hustles. What the 10 ball says, unfortunately, pro-blackness is the new religion, so that explains the illogical fanaticism. The 6 situation was disappointing. Thank you for the 10 ball. I rock with you. I appreciate you. Trey D says, spring cleaning time, trashy hypocrites. They can't even determine whether or not they're going to get to work on time. They got to wait for the bus driver. The Court of Public Opinion says, joining the Patreon, time to chase this paper. Hashtag bag chasers. Hey, let me give a round of applause to all of the bag chasers that's in the building. I love it. I love it. Philip Sadiq with the 10 ball. Just be dropping off money. Just be dropping off money. Shout out to Philip Sadiq is in the building. I see you, Real T. I'm coming to you, big dog. The BIG podcast, Big, is in the building, says, we've been disenrolled from the Victim Olympics. Forget the YouTube, man, and locked in. Locked in. Shout out to Etria, says, let me pay my ties with the 2 ball, rocking out with me. My dog Kojak in real life here in the Detroit area is in the building, says, Tabernacle, that's why I stay rocking with you. Known me for over 25 years. Thank you, Kojak, with the 20 ball. King says, did the jury deserve reparation? I guess he's talking about the Jews. I don't know, and nor do I give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm running up my own checks. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence Warren says, prepaid air taxes in the building. Shout out to the 2 ball. King is in the building. What up, though? Says, I meant Jews, not jewelry. I see you. I don't care about whether they got it or not. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Philly B, 215 says, salute, bro. These guys think that complaining will get the job done. Still waiting on a handout and can't win with them. Shout out to you for the 5 ball. Hey, do you know what I refuse to ever apply for a PPP loan. You can go and look up who all applied for a PPP loan, Paycheck Protection Program. I refuse to take a stimulus check during the pandemic. I said, what the fuck is a stimulus check? I don't make less than that. That's for everybody else. That ain't for me. I'm a king. I hand out stimulus checks. I don't take them. Shout out to Atria, says it's only a few like us out here. I don't live life through my skin color. Neither do I. We don't do Victim Olympics here. Elliot Jackson says, divested from everyone not supporting me in January. Less than 3 months later, looking about $23K in real estate checks and may be able to quit the job soon. And I ain't even got my coaching call yet. Shout out to all of the bag chasers. All of the bag chasers is out here running up checks, running up the numbers, and don't give a fuck about. See what? Hey y'all, hey bag chasers. You know what they didn't count on? They didn't count on the fact that we already got our own fucking army. It's more of us than it is of them. Y'all was just chilling. Y'all just be chilling in the background, having conversations, kicking it with people, building connections, running checks up. And hey, they thought that it was more of them than it is of us. We got our own paycheck protection program. We run our own checks up. We don't give a fuck about what nobody think about us. We do what we want to do when we want to do it. When we want to do it. Shout out to Cody Marshall says, forget them people, Anton, forgotten. Elliot Jackson says, just paying my dues and I appreciate you and your message. May get a place in Detroit to link up with you and your platform when I get started on here. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Hey, they can't stop watching either. They can't stop watching. Real T325 says, don't know why you popped up on my YouTube timeline, but I'm glad that you did. I just joined the Patreon. Hey, can we get a round of applause to all of the new bag chasers in the building? Can we get a round of applause? I got a whole show to do, and y'all can't stop showering me with all of these fucking super chats and cash apps and all of this shit. I got a whole show to do, and y'all can't stop throwing all of this money everywhere. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all know we got a show to do over here. Shout out to Real T325 says, listen, we don't run in the Victim Olympics. We run things. Carlton is in the building. Shout out to my Floridians, my fellow Floridians is in the building, says, morning love, let's get this bag, is in the building. We got Executive Suite MLE says, up early and tuned in. You inspire me to start my lo-fi hi-fi YouTube. I've been sitting on so much music I produce bag chasing. Shout out to all of my people that watched the webinar in which I broke down exactly what it is that you're supposed to do is leveraging your talents in order to continue to get this additional bag. And I showed y'all all of my numbers and how I did it on the back end and why I make so much fucking more money than everybody else that got way more subscribers. It ain't about the number. Y'all can have the plaques. I want the money. I want the money. Gigi's Bias Florida says, good morning. Good morning, love. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Purpose and Resilience says, with the $100, the 100 ball. The 100 ball is in the building. Says for the collection plates, bro, keep doing what you're doing. I ain't never gonna stop. I ain't never gonna stop. We do what we do over here. I told my own family, I said, listen, I don't give a fuck about what y'all saying. And then the internet said, but we gonna internet you. So I'm gonna internet you back, bitch. Hey, just because somebody say something to y'all don't mean that y'all can't say nothing back. I don't care if you a saint. I don't care what you are. I don't care where you stand at. We gonna, what did Cyrus say? One thing that I did agree with him. Cyrus said, I'm a bully the bullies. But my bullying is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hey, shout out to everybody with that big dog. Big dog bag is in the building. I appreciate y'all. Can we get started with the show, ladies and gentlemen? Make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. My dog, the AP accountability partner, says, what's good, big dog? What's good, big dog? I know. I'm about to check it right now. I'm checking the cash app out. You know I ain't going to forget about the people. Everybody paid their rent today, too. I'm feeling incredible. Oh, shit. Shout out to Fantasy Island Girl. Fantasy Island Girl threw the 50 ball out in this bitch. Says, put me down for the August consultation. Put me down for the August consultation, coach. Hey, Fantasy Island Girl, I like that profile picture you got over there, baby girl. Yeah. Shout out to Jada Legend with the 20 ball. Says, Anton, I wanted to send you some merch. The address to send it to is down in the description. So shout out to you. Matt Irwin sent me the $10. Jordan is in the building. I appreciate you. Also, shout out to Mike, that dude. Tommy Jean Jones. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm with it. 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 Let's get into the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I will be reading super chats and cash apps throughout the show. So thank you to everybody that contributes to the platform. I don't ask for it, but you guys are so generous. So I have to acknowledge you. Everything that you guys rock with. I'm going to be reading your super chat, Shin C. I see you, big dog. Let's get into the show. So first and foremost, I heard that the top G was home. I heard that Andrew Tate was home. And then I just so happened to click on a video. Y'all didn't send this one to me. I looked at it myself. I clicked on the video because I was in the wrong account, and so this stuff popped up on my timeline. I'm used to looking at architecture and, all of that other type of stuff and what size of the building is in Dubai and New York. They building a new Chase building in New York, and so I'm looking at all of those videos, and then I switched my account because I had to edit something, and I said, wait a minute, what is this? What is this nonsense? And so I seen them talking about specifically Andrew Tate being free, and at the end of the video, I seen something because it was a live stream, and I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm reading all of y'all super chats throughout the show. Shout out to my people. So I'm going to go ahead and get in the video. Shout out to AQ, Inspiration. Let's get into the video. I'm going to scrub through all the way to the end, but I want to give y'all a little bit of a foundation of what they were talking about before I scrub through to the end. So make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Yo, I only got 10 dislikes today. What is going on? Get my dislikes and my likes up. If you hear just the hate, hit the dislike button. If you hear in order to get this game and you're a part of the Bag Chasers, hit the like button. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen.
This is breaking news. I don't even know if you guys know about this, but drum roll, please. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate were just released from prison. They are now on house arrest. This is breaking news that just came down the pike from the AP. So here's the news article. Andrew Tate and his brother and 2 alleged female accomplices are released on house arrest from Bucharest jail amid investigations to alleged human trafficking, rape, and crime gang offenses. Andrew Tate and his brother and 2 alleged female accomplices have been released on house arrest from Bucharest jail amid an ongoing investigation into alleged human trafficking. Tate, 36, was arrested December 29th, so today's the 31st of March, so that's 3 months ago, in Bucharest, along with Tristan, 2 Romanian women, Luana Radu and Georgina Nagzel, 32 and 28, on suspicion of several crimes. So they are now officially released. I'll give you my take, and then we can all weigh in or not weigh in. Here's the deal. I've been saying for months that these are sort of trumped up charges. Okay? I know Destiny's going to push back a lot, which I totally cool for. And what I will say before any of us speak, these are all our opinions. We got no fucking clue what's actually happening in corrupt AF Romania, Bucharest. Well, we all know that Andrew Tate rose to fame over the last year with everything he was saying about the Matrix. A lot of what he was talking about was male improvement. And if you can reach a certain level of masculinity and manhood and alpha status, then the world can be your oyster. Most men don't reach that. Most men are not where Destiny or I am right now, or Andrew Tate certainly. So most men cannot say.
When did Destiny become the blueprint for male masculinity?
Or do what this man has to say. He's certainly reached a point, especially with his gifted speaking abilities, athletic prowess, and some say womanizing abilities. He's reached a point where obviously his audience really wants to hear what he has to say. And I know there's a lot of people out there excited to hear that he's been released on house arrest. And there's a lot of people out there that are basically... Okay.
Half of what you're saying is not true. He hasn't been released. They've been released to house arrest.
When did this guy become the face of male masculinity? Just curious.
Released on house arrest.
Yeah, but they're still detained. Same as they were before. So there's
technically he has been released from prison.
Sure.
He's on house arrest.
He's still detained in such that an investigation is still ongoing.
Touché.
Number one.
Yes.
Number two, we still don't know if they have charges for them. They could still be waiting to charge them until they finish their investigation. But then number three, and I'll repeat again, you just have to wait for the investigation to play itself out. I think it's weird that all of the people that are big Tate fans are saying that this is like a big victory for them. Because if all the charges were trumped up and it was some huge conspiracy, why are they getting released now? Wouldn't they have kept them for the whole 180 days? Like, if it is the case that they do their investigation, they're released to house arrest, and then in 30 days, they're completely released and there's no charges, what happened to all of the Matrix is locking them up and it's trumped up charges and blah, blah, blah? If that was the case, why wouldn't they have kept them for the full 180 days or like fake charges and just charge them with something not real?
Isn't that a little counterintuitive to what you're saying? That possibly they're like, we got nothing on this guy, so the longer that we keep him in there, the more foolish we're going to look. So let's just put him on house.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I do think that there is a conspiracy. And Destiny doesn't have to worry about any of that because he exhibits so much femininity that he doesn't have to worry about anybody or the Matrix coming after him because he is the very definition or the blueprint, in my opinion, of why we need fathers in our lives. I mean, every single talking point that this guy has is feminist. He walks around with blue hair. I'm not sure if that's just a marketing tactic or not, but it works, and I'm going to use it in order to illustrate my point. But my point is that, you know, anything Andrew Tate or masculinity related, he's against it. Anything Andrew Tate or masculinity related, he's against it. And I don't understand why. I cannot understand for the life of me why this man is such an advocate for locking up a man in which we have not seen any like, why would you even say that? Especially being here in America where it's innocent, is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. We know that he's in a completely different country. Destiny is not anti-feminist. And I'm going to tell you why Destiny is not anti-feminist. It's not about what you say. And this is what I keep illustrating even over into the black community. It's not about what you say. It's about what you do. And so if your every action and even the display of who you are as a person shows that you're in support of one specific or one particular way in which you live your life, that's what I go by. That's why I don't give any credence to all of these blackity blacks or these people that say black power. Because none of them married any women. None of them married any black women. None of them a lot of them ain't taking care of their kids. None of them is actually putting money in black people's pockets. None of them has created any jobs for you. And none of them is actually doing anything that's actually benefiting you. As a matter of fact, even the way in which they vote is against you. And so I don't go by what you say. Listen, anybody can go on. I'm a Disney character now. Yay. Anybody can go and do anything that they want. Anybody can say anything. What does your actions tell you? Because communication is 90% body language, 10% of what you actually say. What you say is supposed to be the cherry on top. It's the reinforcing of what it is that you do. When we teach our kids, right? When we having conversations with our kids, the first way in which our kids learn from us is they see what it is that we do. And that's why people that's fucked up say, don't do what I do what I say. I say do what I do and then listen to the context of what I'm saying so that you can understand why I did it. I don't go by what people say. I don't mean nothing to me. I thought you had to actually show your worth and do what it is that you're supposed to do before you start to get a microphone in front. Nobody gave a fuck about what I was saying until I actually showed some receipts. Then they criticized the receipts. Cool, but just don't ignore it. Now you want to know how I got there. Let me fast forward. I want to get over into this chick really quickly.
Right? It's not like a deception, right? You know what's going on. But when a guy is trying to misrepresent to a girl that there's like, he's like reserving himself for a special monogamous relationship and he's got like some plans in the future, but he's only doing that. If you want to talk about adages, we have a name for that. It's called a fuckboy, right? Mm-hmm. That's exactly what that is. It's not just a way, you don't get women by being a fuckboy. You play women by being a fuckboy, right? If you want to be really romantic in the beginning of a relationship and that kind of falls off because you suck at like maintaining it, that's a fundamentally different thing than I've got like explicit strategies that I use to try to get a woman to fall in love with me so that I can fuck her her and get what I want, and then ditch her in like
Well,
2
let me
months,
ask you this,
right?
Destiny.
Yeah.
And you're a pretty straightforward guy.
Of course.
Are you trying to tell me you've never used a pickup line? You've never told a girl, hey, by the way, I'm pretty big on Twitch over here, I got my YouTube.
Yeah.
You've never used anything to basically meander your way into a woman's heart just a little? I'm sure you have.
There would be a difference between me going to a girl and be like, hey, I'm big on YouTube and blah, 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 versus like, hey, I'm going to like dump my wife and like live with you. Those are two fundamentally different things.
That's an extreme, but I hear
no,
what
that's
you're
not
going.
an extreme. That is.
What? Here, let me move over into this. I want to go over to this girl right here.
All of his fans ended up bombarding me and slut-shaming me. Bombarding me and fans.
Y'all
So
got to see this
I was
fakeness.
Girl, like they
This has
talk
got to be the fakest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. Check this out, y'all.
about these things and they get
Love
other girls.
bombing, I believe, is
no,
the phrase.
it's not love bombing.
Okay.
It's
hard to
deception
say,
and lying.
It's hard
All right, let's let Brody get a word in.
It's hard to admit that you've been manipulated when it's shameful to be a person that was manipulated, even though the
I got to blow this up, y'all. I'm going to move over a little bit because I want y'all to see this girl's face when she's talking.
person that manipulated you is online talking about how he manipulates people like you. So it's, and then on top of that, all of the top G fans who, by the way, after we dated, Tristan very kindly posted a video where he was talking about me. And so all of his fans ended up bombarding me and slut-shaming me, which I hate that term. I'm so independent, and I'm annoyed when girls are easily manipulated, and then to have that happen to me, and to then have all this like online. It's.
So what do you want the world to know? Since this is a very personal issue, we're.
You got to be able to see through the fluff. First, it's a fake cry. Secondly, she clout chased by saying, in which I dated Tristan or whatever. His fans came and bombarded me. Now, should we feel sorry for this white woman or whatever the fuck she is? Because she looked like she got some work done. Should we feel sorry for this woman or no? Hey guys. Should we feel sorry because this chick came up off of Tristan Tate, still using his name in the clout chasing, and is fake crying on this so that she can run in the Victim Olympics? Let's see.
Basically weighing in. Have any of you
I'm
guys ever
embarrassed
met?
that it's even making me emotional.
Okay.
That's to that extent.
I don't think this is affecting your life, so I don't.
I think like the girls that worked for them and put themselves in that situation. At least within a week or two, I was like, wait a minute, something's off here. This is not okay. Something's not right here. I look at the girls that got into that situation where they're in Romania, and I don't know whether or not they're sex trafficked, and I can't make any. What I do know is that there's definitely manipulation going on, but manipulation is not illegal. So,
Valid point.
yeah, it's not illegal. I look at those girls and I think
Well,
it's your responsibility.
For sex trafficking, it is. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a good point.
Anyway.
But that's what we can't quite prove yet. But
Destiny with the cape. Is I should I save her? I wanna be safe. Is I should I save? Bing.
Brody,
I wish I could play music on these live streams. I would be playing E40, Captain Save 'em.
because we'll wrap up because we got a lot of stuff we got to cover today. Anything else you want to get off your chest that you want to just so you're at peace with the situation? Because obviously it's very brave of you to just put your shit out there like this.
I was not planning on speaking.
You know what? When I first seen this yesterday, the first thing that I was thinking to myself is, oh my God, I wish I was over there right now with her. Like I would be like, man, don't nobody care about them fake tears. Stop it. Stop the cap. And I would just bust out laughing.
I know you weren't. You didn't have to, and you wanted to, and I respect that. Final thoughts before we move on, because we're not going to spend the whole episode on this.
I guess I'll just say, I just want to share one more thing that happened since I dated Tristan. I dated somebody new.
Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta blow this up. You gotta see this. Hold on.
Liked him. We were dating for a long time, and when Tristan and Andrew got sent to prison, I like called my boyfriend. I was like, this is crazy. Like, this guy that I dated is in prison. And my boyfriend said to me, are you talking about Tristan Tate? And I said, yeah.
So, wait a minute. She called her, listen to the cap. She called her boyfriend and told him, listen, y'all, she called her boyfriend and said to him, this guy that I was dating just got locked up. Now, of all of the hundreds of thousands of people in the United States and abroad that get locked up on a daily basis, if Rita called me tomorrow and said, yo, this guy that I used to date got locked up, the first person that comes to my mind wouldn't be Tristan Tate. It would not be Tristan Tate. I'd be like, oh, so you dated a Pookie that you didn't tell me about back in the day. So the first thing that came to his mind was Tristan Tate. Not Andrew. Not John Malinsky that she dated back in. Because I'm telling you, this is the type of woman that has dated a lot of guys. Or she thought that she was dating them, and they was dating her breasts and her box. The first person of all the people in the world that you thought about, that he said, oh, you talking about Tristan Tate? Come on, man. Oh, my God. Hear the rest of this, y'all.
And he goes, I was just wondering what kind of girl would possibly be manipulated by them. So I just want to, ask anyone who's watching this, just.
Where is the tears? Oh my God, I can't stand these fake women. Oh my Jesus. Listen, this is the type of woman that y'all will meet. Miami Beach, Florida, Texas, LA, New York, you name it, they're there. They're all over the place. And you will see her and you will be like, yo, I want to bust her down. And you will approach her. And this is one of the reasons why y'all need to have a level of dick discipline and make these chicks sign documentation, because this is the type of chick that'll me too you. In my personal opinion, these are, but they don't show it right away. So that's why you have to have the consent and the documentation, because y'all just looking at them as a bust down, which you should. I agree. And this is why y'all think that, oh man, you dick policing me. Ain't nobody gonna dick police you. I'm trying to save your life. This type of woman will get you locked up. This type of woman with these fake tears will get you locked up. I'm telling you. Watch yourself. Be very, very careful. Dog. I'm telling you. This is why I tell y'all, in order to be able to have dick discipline, it ain't got nothing to do with whether or not you can bust them down. Bust them down if you single and you ain't fucking up your marriage and all of this other type of stuff. But what I'm telling you is that this type of woman will get you locked the fuck up. I'm telling you. I've seen it happen in real life. And I'll be like, man, I told you not to fuck with that chick. You just had to have her. I seen the way she was acting at the bar. She wasn't what she was supposed to be. Let's continue. Watch her.
This is so pathetic. I'm so embarrassed. I'm fine. Just try not to judge. Like, it's not something I'm proud of.
I'm fine. Nobody asked you how you was doing. Hold on. Let me rewind this. Just a tad. She said, I'm fine. I didn't know that we had asked you what was going on with you. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to go down this rabbit hole? You ready to go down this rabbit hole?
So, I just want to, ask anyone who's watching this, just. This is pathetic. I'm so embarrassed. I'm fine. Just try not to judge. Like, it's not something I'm proud of.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, and this is from a guy that
let her keep
likes
going.
women.
He should have let her keep going. Oh my God, he should have let her keep going. Don't stop her. Just let her talk. Listen, it's the same thing that I did with Sarah. I just let him talk. Just let him talk. He'll tell you everything you want to know. Just let him talk. I'm reading super chats throughout the show. I see y'all.
Okay, I'm just Destiny. Go with me for a second.
I'm
here.
sorry, yeah. From
Go
a
with
guy
me
that
for a
likes
second.
women. Yeah, go ahead.
There's
Oh, wait. Even Destiny was laughing? Come on. Even Destiny's laughing? Let me pull it. Look, even Destiny is laughing. Yo, you know when the guy that got blue hair starts laughing at you, that's an issue. When the feminine man starts laughing and even he trying to save you, that's an issue.
way worse dudes that you can be affiliated
hold on.
guy that likes women. Okay, I'm just Destiny. Go with me for a second.
I'm
here.
sorry, yeah. From
Go
a
with
guy
me
that
for a
likes
second.
women. Yeah, go ahead.
There's way worse dudes that you can be affiliated with and be dating. Like, you know, not to like dick ride or anything like that. Those guys got money, they're good looking, they're well spoken, they've got a lot going on for them. They treat women for the most part with respect. I get it, alleged. So like, don't be ashamed of dating a top G. Like I if you were like I dated fucking Charles Manson, I'm like, holy shit, bitch, like that. What are you doing? But like,
Imagine
I
being
wouldn't be ashamed.
constantly bombarded with videos. And by the way, I'm relatively conservative leaning.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine.
I gotta hide. I gotta hide behind the video. I gotta hide behind the video to keep from crying. This hoe said I'm relatively conservative leaning. Conservative leaning into my lap with your face. I'm reading super chats after this.
Being bombarded with content about how your ex manipulates women. That's my experience since they've been.
Well, I'll tell you this. Have you ever spoken about this in public like this?
No, never.
You got it off your chest, and you're gonna be a lot better for it. Like, you move on. This is 4 years ago. You're good to go.
It's a little less, but yeah.
Destiny, you're just like, it's like a kid in a candy store over there. What do you want to say, buddy?
I'm sorry, but when we did this episode with like pearly things and shit here, it's like the perfect difference between like a woman is like, I got manipulated by a person. It feels really shitty. I feel like I was misled. And then like the guy, like the red pill side is like, but bro, he had a lot of money and he was like fucking.
Oh, Destiny with the cape on. Coming in to save the chick that he was literally just laughing at. Believe all women. We gotta come in and save him. This woman literally just said that the only thing she did was dating. Come and save her from herself. And even though she's grown and she can make her own decisions, and she didn't even get nothing done except for ride his fame. Unreal. Get the fuck off on screen. Sick of y'all. Let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. Before we continue into the next thing, let me read some of these super chats and see what we got going on here, because we got something that's really egregious that's been showing up on Rita been sending me on these TikTok ventures. Every time Rita send me a TikTok, I just cringe. Don't laugh. Every time Rita sends me a TikTok, I cringe. Why? Because it's always something where somebody is doing something stupid. Every time she send me a TikTok, I cringe. Don't stand there. You can keep going. You want to come speak to the people? Why not? Because your hair not done? It is done. It's done. Here, come just say hi real quick to the people.
Hi.
That's all you got? You like my view? Like how I got everything set up over here? It's sick, ain't it? Let me read the super chat. Shin C says, need that F stand on code merch. Rita, we got to get the rest of the machines down here so we can get this merch popping off. We got to get the rest of the machines down here so we can get the merch popping off. Oh, don't sit there and look at me like, shout out to you, Shinsi, for reminding Rita to get the rest of the machines ordered and down here so that we can get this merch popped off. You know what I'm saying? Elliot Jackson says, might be a Patreon question. How do you determine how much let me get this off the screen real quick. Might be a Patreon question. How do you determine how much to set aside for real estate reserves? Are you talking about real estate reserves as of waiting to buy another property? Are you talking about real estate reserves related to fixing a property if something goes wrong? You can pretty much, I set a budget specifically that I allocate. So I can't say what percentage. Are you saying what percentage of the rent are you setting aside? What are you saying? Anybody that's tapped in with me on Patreon and you've watched any of my real estate videos, including the reverse snowball video, you know that everything that I make goes back into the property because A, I don't want to pay any taxes. So I'm incentivized in order to reinvest into the property and instead of taking the profits, which also increases my assets because, okay. How much equity you have in a property is more meaningful than how much the property is worth. How much equity you have in a property is more meaningful than how much the property is worth. A lot of people will say, well, I own a $500,000 house, right? I own a $500,000 house. No, you don't. The bank owns a $500,000 house. You own $100,000 worth of equity into the house, right? So what I always teach people is from a real estate perspective, damn, I don't want to give away this game. In order to minimize how much you're going to have to pay in taxes from profits, throw everything that you can back into the property. But I'm not really sure what you're meaning by reserves, but throw everything you can back into the property so you can prevent yourself from having to be taxed on it. And more importantly, it increases the amount of equity that you have in the property, which also increases what your net worth is. So I hope that in a general sense answers your questions. AQ Inspirational Champion says, Anton and the Bag Chasers, thank you for all of your prayers and mentorship. Mentorship. I like that. I cannot wait to continue to level up. I'm starting my fitness journey. Shout out to AQ Inspirational Champion. Been a bag chaser with us for a while now. Urban Renaissance Man is in the building. Says, yes, I was in a meeting, but didn't miss a thing. New bag chaser. That reverse snowball video, real estate video inside of the Patreon was worth more than the money by itself. Shout out to all of the new bag chasers, the bag chasers that's tapped in with me, everybody that's recently signed up, all of the new members. Shout out to y'all. I can't wait to meet y'all in y'all city in person. I think that the amount of money or the amount of value that you're going to get from being able to see me in person is going to be 10 times more than what it is that you even getting inside of the Patreon. Spoon Zaza says Destiny is just a contrarian and has to disagree. If they were close to finding something they could use to convict them, they wouldn't be released. I'm a huge advocate for innocent until proven guilty, but maybe that's just a U.S. thing. Christopher J says, in other news, salute to the Tate brothers. Shout out to you for the 2-ball. Shout out to Dildo Swaggins. Shout out to Dildo Swaggins is in the building. Says most women can use men for their money, but most men can't use women for you know what. Oh, yes, we can. Everything is transactional, my dog. Everything is transactional, my dog. Cardi B is the female version of Bill Cosby, and she's praised for it. As a matter of fact, Cardi B has openly admitted to setting men up and finessing them and drugging them in order to get them robbed so that she can survive and eat. Ain't nobody got no smoke for Cardi. And she's praised for it. Women are taught to use men. She's broken hearts, wasting men's time on dinner dates, and done worse than that. Shout out to my dog, Dildo Swaggins, is in the building. I appreciate you. And all of my white men that's tapping in with me today. Thank you for the 50-ball, big dog. King says, why is it with black people you have a strong opinion on we don't deserve, but with Jewish people, you don't have a strong opinion. You just don't care. Ooh. Sounds like you know who not to play with. Well, if you've gone over to the Anton Daniels channel, if you've seen me release any of my Charleston White videos, if you've seen me be demonetized on the overwhelming majority of the videos that I invested in, you would actually probably have a difference of opinion. However, we're not talking about Jewish people right now. When we were talking about Jewish people, we were talking about Jewish people. Right now, we're talking about black people. So it's not that I care or don't care. I just call it straight down the middle the way that I see it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're Jewish, black, white, whatever. It's the same across the board. I don't think anybody deserves anything. You get what you work for and you get what you rock with. All right? End of discussion. But thank you for the 10 ball. I appreciate you. I know to play with you. I know to play with you. Ooh. PW85___ says, that same girl was on Fresh and Fit debating Hafiz on some independent woman BS like a year ago and change up. They all change up on you. They all change up on you. They all change up on you. Bang the game says, why is this yam even on this podcast? Because they needed to invite her on in order to have a difference of opinion. Big Pete DC says, good morning, bro, and the bag chaser. Salute to all of the bag chasers. Kingdom Minded 1121 says, Destiny came in like Mel Farr, the superstar, scamming folks for a deal. Hey, I can't believe y'all know who Mel Farr is. Mel Farr is a Detroit legend. Shout out to Kingdom Minded 1121 is in the building. Mel Farr, the superstar, he came in with that cape on. I appreciate you, Kingdom Minded. Thank you, babe. Brock says, where is the Sandman from Showtime at the Apollo when you need him? That act was pure garbage juice. Pure garbage juice, and I agree with you. Also, Maestro's Inc. I like that. Maestro's Inc. is in the building. Got a call for a new job in corporate today. $40,000 more than my recent pay raise at the current job. Joining the Chasers ASAP now that I broke this 6 figures. Hey, shout out to all of the new Chasers. Shout out to all of the new Chasers. And congratulations, Maestros Inc. for the new job, new opportunity, and the new money. We love it. We love it when you get that. That's what my group is the Chasers. If 11_11 says, it's our month. My B-Day is 4/11. Mine is 4/13. Shout out to all of the Aries in the building. 4/13, 4/11. And of course, you 413, your channel has locked me in. James 44, friend of God. A friend of God. See, we know each other's voice when we see it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We know each other's voice when we see it. Shout out to you with the 20 ball and happy birthday. Let's Talk Podcast says, cheers from South Florida, sir. Umar, take notes. Shout out to Let's Talk Podcast in the building with the 2 ball. Kingdom Minded. Hey, tell your hubby, name withdrawn. Happy birthday. Shout out to the hubs. I appreciate you for allowing Kingdom Minded to be able to kick it with us over here in these streets. Happy birthday. Keep my baby girl taken care of and safe. We love her. Shout out to Kingdom Minded. I appreciate y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to go into the next thing? This one might make you throw up. This one might make you throw up. I'm not going to guarantee that this is going to be a cool thing. I'm not going to guarantee that y'all going to like this one, but it is something that we have to talk about because there's a lot of effeminate men and there's a lot of crybabies. I named this show today Crybabies. Right? The reason why I named this show today Crybabies is because there's a lot of people that's moving outside of the way that they're supposed to move, and instead of doing something about it, they crying about it. Now, Rita sent me this, and I refused to play it, and then she sent it to me again and said, Anton, you got to talk about this because this is crazy out here in these streets, and people are truly moving outside of their purpose, and I would never be friends with a woman like this. Shout out to my Aries. I see you, Kobe, with the April 11th. Shout out to all of my Aries. It's Aries gang this month. Said I would never, ever be friends with a woman like this. What I look at right here is a strong, independent black woman. Strong, independent black woman. Shout out to all of my light-skinned brothers out here catching L's. Shout out to all of my light-skinned brothers catching L's. L7s, squares. I like squares. I don't like L's. I like squares. I don't like L's. Y'all got to check this out for yourself, and then we're going to break it down for you. Make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm or a dislike. Yo, we got the dislikes up to 17, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we got at least 17 people that can't wait to ride my nuts. They going to come in here and get this game, but they not going to come in here and get this work. You know what I'm saying? They going to come in here and get this game, but they not going to come in here and get this work. We got the dislikes up to 17. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and then we going in to rock out with the Patreon. The link is in the description. Let's get it. These dudes are literally, Rita, literally monogamous to a woman that is still dating and they sister husbands. That's the wildest thing that I've ever heard in my life. Wow, look at this defeated, light-skinned man. I bet you he a teacher. I bet you he a teacher. And these are the men that's actually teaching your children. They're indoctrinating your children in these indoctrination camps y'all call public school and college. He looks like a teacher. I'm telling you, he's a philosopher. He's probably teaching, English? He's not a math teacher. He's teaching English because he's a philosopher. He's looking to understand the feminine nature. Or he probably teaches diversity and inclusion. Jesus. Ronnie Robinson says, good morning, Mr. Anton, the simp vid with the 2 betas. No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want y'all to see exactly what it is that y'all dealing with on a regular basis. Yes, sir. Shout out to you for the 10 ball. Alvin Proctor says, we of the light-skinned delegation do not condone this type of foolish behavior. Oh, nope. Y'all taking this L. You taking this L? Shout out to the light-skinned delegation with this L. Hold this L. Justified Crown says, Anton, you need to interview Shahrazad Ali. Rita, write that down. Right now, we on a hunt. We chasing down a big dog. You know who we've been chasing down, honestly? I don't know if we're going to be able to get him because it's hard to be able to find his information and stuff like that. But we chasing down a big dog. We chasing down Thomas Sowell. He's getting up there in age, and so we're going to try to chase him down for the Bag Chasers. All of my exclusive interviews is dropped for the Bag Chasers. Y'all can get a couple clips or some clips out here on YouTube, but all of the exclusive interviews we do for the Bag Chasers. We chasing down Thomas Sowell. We chasing down the G's, the men. We not fucking around with all of the regular people no more. Justified Crown is in the building. Shout out to Life of Devontae says, Carl looked like Will Smith at the red table talking to face. He got that Will in him. And I like some of the Will movies, but nope. 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 Shout out to you for the fireball. Jay Hunter Lee is in the building. Says the only way that works is if those 2 dudes are bi. No way 2 alphas would roll with polyandry. I agree. I agree 100%. Optimus Prime says this woman is a Decepticon, 304 in disguise. No, she a 304 openly. She's an open 304. Real talk. Adam C says a particular YouTuber had them on his channel roasting them in a debate. Hilarious. Really? Y'all gonna have to send me that. Brock says, hey, Anton, if them 2 dudes had a fight, which one gonna win? Her. She a dude too. She's a dude too. Let's see. Urban Renaissance Man says, no, guy number 2 is doing the housework. That's what the husband is for. G card revoked. Agreed. Lamar Black Attack. Shout out to Lamar Black Attack says, thank you for Fight Club. It's a place where an unknown YouTuber can have an opinion. Each time I'm on Fight Club, the more experience and confidence I get. Shout out to all of my Fight Clubbers. Make sure y'all tap into Fight Club. Link is in the description, y'all. Shout out to all of my Fight Clubbers is in the building. Let me see. Donovan is in the building. Says, you got me at my machine hollering. Please don't make me crash my tools. Y'all better be careful out here. I don't want y'all out here getting injuries on the job, and then y'all gonna try to blame Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I do not hold any responsibility for injuries that happen on the job. All right, Matthew Funches is in the building. Shout out to all of the bag chasers. Always tapping in with time and keeping your mindset strong. Shout out to you, Matthew Funches, for the fireball. Also, Alliance 757 says, throwing something in the collection plate. Appreciate you. Thank you. I am always going to acknowledge everybody that contributes anything to the platform. Chris J is in the building and says she belongs to the streets. Streets. Executive Suite MLE is in the building, says the Cuxtables. Shout out to the Cuxtables. That is a good one. That is a really, really good one. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Yo, we still at 17 dislikes. Can we get the dislikes up, ladies and gentlemen, for all of the people that hate me? If you hate me or you don't like what it is that we doing over here at the Bag Chasers, make sure you get the dislikes up. The likes is a little low also. All right? So listen, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I want to deal with one more thing before we go, because I have not had an opportunity, because I've been dealing with so much smoke, contracts, Pearly, Sada, all of this other type of stuff last week, right? But I want to play one more thing before we go. And y'all sent this to me. I refuse to watch it because we are talking about the crybabies today. I refuse to watch it until I could review it in front of y'all, because I like to get the authentic I want to get the authentic view of what's going on out here in these streets. Shout out to Elliot Jackson. I'm going to continue to read super chats throughout the show. Tyrese, right? Tyrese apparently got a new girlfriend. Tyrese got a new girlfriend. Is that what y'all telling me? All right. Tyrese got a new girlfriend or something like that. Or he has a girlfriend that he's been rocking with for an extended period of time. And y'all been sending me this video saying, Anton, you got to check this out. Sweet lady. You know, y'all know. How was he singing that Coca-Cola commercial when we first discovered Tyrese? Would you be mine? Sweet love for. I'll be there when you need me. That's my song right there. Call me sweet lady. Yeah, sing it, Tyrese. TGT, Tyrese Genuine and Tank. Sing it, Reese. I'll be there when you need me. Then he broke it down. That is the jam. Listen, you may not have liked him in Transformers. You may not have liked him in Transformers, but it does not mean that he don't be dropping them gems when it comes to that music. That is the jam. That is the jam. I could rock that today. That is in my playlist right now. All right, so listen. Let me go ahead and get into the video, and we're going to see what's happening. Let me fast forward a little bit. In my position. Touch. Hold on.
He wasn't my type at all.
Let me see if I can find the video, a bigger one. Let me see if I can find this. Tyrese girlfriend. I'm reading super chats throughout the show. No, that's not it. I don't want to hear no commentary. I just want to see it. All right, here we go. Let me blow this up. Let me share my screen out here in these streets.
I mean, in my position and in what I do, like, you know, you need somebody objective. You need some.
So that's the most commonly asked question. How did we meet? I slid in the DMs.
Yeah.
We linked up.
He wasn't my type at all. My type was actually Paul Walker, rest in peace. But he wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul and every Fast and Furious.
Don't touch.
Oh, that is quite possibly one of the most disrespectful things. Oh my gosh. Y'all, oh. Yo, if you'd have told me that off the camera, we might have, this not gonna work. Cause that means that you, first of all, that is the most disrespectful thing that I've ever seen. Yo, what is this? I need to rename this stream to this disrespectful. And you know I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it because I gotta play it in its entirety. You know what the problem with this is? Because if this is they probably was on a live, and this was being screen recorded or something like that. And the problem with it is that he can't like take it back. He gotta just try to play it off like. He got to play it off probably like it's cool and stuff like that. Y'all don't ever fucking say no shit like that to me. On the in front of everybody. What is up with the level of disrespect that women feel comfortable with today? Why do y'all feel so comfortable just saying whatever y'all want? Oh my God. Because first of all, you know what that meant? That meant that she only with him because he Tyrese and she not with him because he actually a cool person. That's why y'all got to stop sliding these hoes DMs. Let me play this over. Because she not even supposed to be talking unless she asks a question. She supposed to just be being quiet and being pretty in the background. She not even supposed to be talking. She's supposed to just be pretty in the background. Be seen, not heard. Be seen, not heard. Jesus, this boy catch more.
That's the most commonly asked question. How did we meet? I slid in the DMs.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Hey, he tried to talk. He started talking like he was tough too. Hey, that's the most common question. Like, how did we meet? Slid in the DMs. No big deal. Easy work. Just shot her a DM. Yo, what's up, baby girl? How you doing? Yo, I'm Tyrese, sweet lady. Okay. You know, Tyrese from Transformers, Fast and Furious, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
We linked up.
He wasn't my type at all. My type was actually Paul Walker, rest in peace.
And she hugged him. While she was saying that her type is really Paul Walker. And he wasn't my type at all. She consoling this nigga. She consoling him. She's consoling him while, oh man, if he marry her, he gonna be a sister husband. If he marry her, he's gonna be a sister husband. Tyrese, don't let the muscles and all of that junk fool you. Tyrese is a beta.
That's the most commonly asked question. How do we meet?
So I guess light skin and dark skin guys is taking L's today.
We linked up.
He wasn't my type at all. My type was actually Paul Walker, rest in peace. But he wasn't.
And she hit him with the rest in peace. How long have they been in a relationship? And she said, my type was Paul Walker, rest in peace. That's like Jada and Tupac with Will Smith. He ain't nobody but the dark-skinned Will Smith. Yo, dark-skinned brothers taking L's along with light-skinned brothers today too? Jesus.
My type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
and blue hair, blonde eye.
And every Fast and Furious.
Don't touch me.
And even when I met him, I was like, he's kind of old. I just like his smile. It's pretty cool.
This one
his
really
personality.
bad.
His personality.
This just went really bad, really fast.
His personality was okay, but
I'm getting off live.
He didn't understand the Instagram model things. So he would always talk down.
So
on
you wanted the
Instagram
homie.
models.
You didn't want me.
I wanted the homie. I just said he was cuter.
You said I'm old.
You know all this already. I wasn't your type either. So relax. And yeah, so now we're here. It's like an actual somewhat of a love story, which is crazy because I didn't know that
Yeah, I'm done.
No,
don't touch me.
don't put on
What more?
And you know what the worst part about that? Let me replay that one more time. You know what the worst part about that is, Rita? He already knew this. That means that she felt comfortable enough saying this shit to him. Yo, she said that I liked his personality. Oh my gosh. Let her go, man. Listen, y'all dudes, even celebrities. Yo, this make me uncomfortable. This makes me uncomfortable. I would have cut the live off immediately. I would have let her go immediately. This is not a love story. This is a love ending. This is the craziest thing. Let me see what she. Hold on.
This one
his
really
personality. His personality. Even when I met him, I was like,
Don't
he's
touch
kind of old.
Let me go. Just let me go. Let me go, bro. Look, and just like a woman, I see you, Nicole. She's honest. That means she's trustworthy. No, it don't. I don't care. I don't care. You gone, baby girl. You are for the streets. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go, just like Frozen. Listen, the fact that you felt comfortable enough to say it to me and you saying it to my followers, and she rubbed salt in his wound, and she knew it was gonna make him look bad and emasculate him. Rita, what's wrong with these disrespectful women today? Is this more about the men today or is it more about the women? Is all I'm asking. No, it might be both. You think it's more about the men? Why do you say it's more about the men? See, that's why I like you. You hear what my chick said? She said it's about the men. I said, Rita, why is it more about the men? She said because they ain't made these women respect them. Spoken like a woman that understand her play. She said it's about the men. I said, Rita, why is it more about the men than it is about the women? She said because these men ain't making these women respect them. He should have known she was what she was and what they was doing. These women ain't making these men respect them. Or I'm sorry, these men ain't making these women respect them. Facts. I agree 100%. 100%. If your chick step out on you, don't get mad at the game. The game is the game. Check your chick. Don't check the dude. Never, ever, ever. Man, you Tyrese. You TGT. You can water wave. You can act. You can dance. You can do your prance. And you sitting here settling for sending a chick a DM? Y'all niggas really sending chicks DMs in 2023 like on some like let's link up type of junk? Fuck. Tyrese. One more for the go.
Slid in the DMs.
Yeah.
We linked up.
He wasn't my type at all. My type was actually Paul Walker, rest in peace. But he wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul and every Fast and Furious.
Don't touch me.
And even when I met him, I was like, he's kind of old. I just like his smile. It's pretty cool.
This went
his
really
personality,
bad.
His personality
This just went really bad, really fast.
His personality was okay, but
I'm getting off live.
He didn't understand the Instagram model thing, so he would always talk down.
So
on
you
Instagram
wanted the homie,
models.
you didn't want me.
I wanted the homie and just said he was cuter.
You said I'm old.
Mm-hmm. You know all this already.
And you know how I know that she felt comfortable? You know how I know that this isn't scripted? Because she said that she said, you know all this already. That's the key word. You know all this already. Y'all got to hold these L's, fellas. Y'all definitely got to hold these L's. It is very, very bad out here in the streets for y'all. I'm not happy. I'm not liking what it is that I'm seeing out here in the streets. And I think that we can do better. We can do better. You never let a woman disrespect you, both privately or publicly. The reason why she feels comfortable disrespecting you publicly is because she already do it privately. Listen. The reason that your girl disrespects you publicly is because she already does it privately. I don't have to say nothing. It doesn't happen. That's crazy. I don't want to look at the whole video. I'm not interested in seeing the whole video. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of you betas for today. Let me read these super chats and see what's happening out here in these streets. Elliot Jackson says, let me up on the panel for our birthdays on 4/13. Is 4/13 a Friday or something? Y'all know we do panels on Fridays. I'll let y'all come up here and say what y'all want to say. Hopefully nothing crazy happens this week. Shout out to Elliot Jackson and all of my Aries in the building. Fred, Sir Samson Mayo is in the building, says this is absolutely not conducive to building a community. Thank you for the fireball. Chester Williams says, and the worst part is she gonna find another partner. She belongs to the streets. Marriage, Politics, and Sports says the chick with the fire and ice beta simps was hard to watch. Facts. I agree with you. David Mosby is in the building. Shout out to you with the Adidas hat on with the. I'm thinking that them Cardis. Says on the bag chase, Anton put this on a hat or something. Where's the merch? Shout out to the bag chasers. Hope you'll consider the email sent. Rita, the people is asking for us to get this merch together. I'm gonna blame it on quality control. Rita's the head of quality control over there, y'all. Don't worry, I'm working on it. Christopher J says, I don't condone hitting women at all. However, shout out to my dog, Christopher J. Insane One says, she's with someone she still recognizes as not my type. Says a lot. Fred Sir Samson Mayo says, she was more disrespectful than a spit bin in the face or a spit in the face. Shout out to Fred. I appreciate you. Philly is in the building. B215 says, men have to stop tolerating disrespect, check everything, and let nothing slide. You got a millionaire being disrespected publicly. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. Brock says, this stream is killing me today. The greatest show ever. This is the greatest morning show ever. Admit it. Whether you like me or you dislike me, I see we got the dislikes up to 23. Whether you like me or you dislike me, the one thing that you can't say is that this is not the greatest morning show ever. Shout out to Brock. Jay Benji says, Tyrese stays taking L's. Good Lord. Christopher J says, these 304s ain't got no manners. Oh, we got it up to 24. Y'all, they still here. Brock says, what more do you want from me? Life of Devontae says she would have had to get the F up off of me immediately, expeditiously. Why do men tolerate this? She would have even been for the streets. I would have had to let her go. Shout out to you. Adam C says looks, money, and status don't mean anything if you don't have frame. That's exactly what it means. Prince Amir, shout out to you, says Anton, when you dropping that LP, we hear you hitting them notes. Shh. They tried to have me singing for the church program. I said, no. Y'all not about to be recording me singing for the church program. Shout out to the 26 dislikes. Lamar Black Attack says, weak men are dangerous. I think weak men is more dangerous than weak women. Executive Suite MLE says disrespect from a balding chick, sad. Y'all, wow. David Mosby says, hey, the bigger question is, do you think that if this was on Paul Walker, if Paul Walker was still alive, that his girlfriend would say this about Tyrese or in general at all? I have no clue. No clue, but that's a good question. Knowledge Engineer says, Louis Farrakhan told y'all to find you a woman. Shout out to y'all. Listen, shout out to the Bag Chasers. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are absolutely awesome. Rashad Howard says, Anton, I'm playing catch up. I guess this lady with both husbands get to have her Kate and Edith too. It's a song from the 70s. I didn't know that's what it was. It's Kate and Edith too. I'm going to have to look that up. I didn't know that. Shout out to you for the 10 ball. I appreciate you. Listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Listen, fellas, whole frame, stand your ground, stop being a beta, show the fuck up, and stand on what it is that you stand on. Stop letting everybody, stop being the Me Too's. Stop simping for these hoes and stop being Me Too's. Listen, if you stand on your square, you will actually be respected more. All of this that y'all got going on, it ain't going to get you nowhere. It ain't going to get you nowhere. You still going to be broke. You still going to be sexless, and you still going to be working for the white man. All right? Listen, don't be crybabies. Don't be crybabies. I love you. I appreciate you, but I need you to do me one more favor before we get up out of here. Make sure you share this with your family and friends. We don't want to be rich by ourselves. I love you. I appreciate you. JR All Day says, Anton, what time zone are you in? I'm Eastern. Every morning, 10:15 Eastern Standard is when we go live. Every morning, Monday through Friday, 10:15 Eastern Standard. But I need you to share this with your family and friends because we don't want to be rich by ourselves. I love you. I appreciate you tonight. 10 Eastern PM, 9 Central. Q&A show on the Anton Daniels. Make sure y'all tap in. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.